great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Roadrunners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Finds his man. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. North Texas could see if they could get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Could be an alley. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
This is a designed run. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And I think that's going to be a fun drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the run, it's Henderson. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the tight end outside. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quick release by the QB. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the run, it's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Knocked off his feet.
And how about the lefty? He's got to buy some time and scrambles outside the pocket to the right and does a really good job of, even though he's running, still stays under control and makes a nice strike to his wide receiver.
Got his man on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The give to the tailback. Here's a little room there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll give it to him again. Past the 30. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's McCown. Throws to the back. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better...
Flying down the right side. 10. Touchdown, North Texas. Once he got some room, it was over. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
UTSA, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board down. Turning it on! Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Roadrunners! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The mean green needing only a sliver of green to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass. It's McCown. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. This time he wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Got a man. It's Campbell. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Dropping back, it's McCown. Got his man in the middle.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit, because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws it back. Pressure coming. Takes the easy completion. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted and a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ears! Go!
Keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's McCown. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally make the stop, and that's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the #1 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Crimson Tide, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
just feeds the running back. Got a little press. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's long. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football in this drive. That was really impressive watching them just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the 1st half. They decided just to come out here in the 2nd half now and just getting back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in the 2nd half. Like early in the 2nd half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Crosses to 35. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. On his feet at the 40. Flying out to the left. The tag. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The run inside. It's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's McCown. Complete out left to Wilson. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here's a heat. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game and we'll start with the first down. He's looking to pass. Fires to the middle. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Henderson. Pushed down for the tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Scanning the field, it's McCown. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to take the top off. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The defense uses a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go right back downfield. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Making side adjustments here. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, past the 30. Inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Quickly to the tight end. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Henderson. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
And it's the Roadrunners. We'll try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the...
Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. North Texas in the hurry up.
Bender. Stack.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. North Texas really has it going on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
That's caught. It's Milner. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Trying play action. Got it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. There he goes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
9:49 Rockstar. 9:49 Rockstar.
He'll set up to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Wide out trying to get it in. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game. And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Man, and so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside.
Looking for a big play. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Got it! Touchdown, UTSA! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
22.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Reese. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Makes a grab deep. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL.